Alright, it's time to buy the MaxxECU. Distributor I'm going with is CM Racing, I think it's called. Yep. I'm going to buy my MaxxECU from this guy mainly because always free support when you buy a MaxxECU. That's nice. I like it. Free support. I will need that for sure. Okay, so I'm going with the MaxxECU. And why am I going with MaxxECU? Yeah, that's because everyone in Sweden runs MaxxECU, so a lot of people know this platform, which is good. And MaxxECU kit, and I will choose the race, but not the premium one because I don't need the LSU Bosch thing sensor. So I will go with the this one. So MaxxECU race standard ECU cables and accessories. So the difference between premium and not premium, or standard and premium, is that premium also includes the, as I said, the Bosch lambda sensor. Right, put that in the basket and let's go and pay. And there we go. I'm now 18,579 crowns poorer. Oh, holy shit. So let me check my Excel sheet for this one. Okay, it's time for the half-time show. So, actually, when I started saving for this build, it was, I think, March. Do you say that? March? April? Somewhere here. And I've been saving and buying parts since, let's say, April. And I've been logging everything I've bought up until this point. So now it's 11th of November, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months since I started buying parts. And here I have calculated everything I bought, the Swedish crowns. And here's the price if I would have bought everything brand new. So this means that I have bought things second hand, which I have listed here. So for example, the BTR or the FPR in English, I bought for 1650 Swedish crowns. A new one, what I can see on Google, is 28.95 crowns. So that's like $280, I think, which means I paid 56% off that original price, and I then got a discount of 43%. So calculating all of this with everything totaled, I'm up to 79,439 Swedish crowns, which equals, actually, let's 79439. 79439. What is it? SEK to dollar. $8,404 I'm up to now. And my goal was to build a car for below 80,000 Swedish crowns. So yeah, I'm almost there already. And I still have the manifold, which would be like $1,500, 15,000 Swedish crowns. And I have some small things like adapters, connectors. I have the coils I will be using. I will be using the VAG coils, BJP. I will be using these ones. Or I will be using this one short. It says here, fits 2DC GT on the original plastic cover. So I will be running these. VAG coils are notoriously used buy a lot of 2JCs and RBs here in Sweden, or overall in Europe, I would say, because they are very easy to connect into. So I will buy these. Then that will increase the price a bit. So yeah, there's a lot of parts still left. So probably the whole build will be 100,000 Swedish crowns, which is almost like $10,000, I think. Is it? SEK to dollar. Okay, 10,500 almost. So I think that's fair. I think I can do it below 100,000 Swedish crowns. So I hope so. And also, I want to talk about the regulations here in Sweden, how you have to build the car to be approved to be used legally on the Swedish roads. And you will do this by either using sfro.com or testa.org, organisationen Testa i Sverige. So these ones are responsible or can help you with your build, and then send it to the Transportstyrelsen, which writes everything changed into the papers. What you have to do if you have a car in Sweden, you have to fulfill some points here. So you have to fulfill 2 of these 5 points, I believe it is. And by doing this, the car will be classified as ombyggt fordon, which is like changed vehicle or whatever you say. So I'm going with my Supra. I'm going with the front and rear axle with suspension being changed, and I'm going with the brake system changed. So I already showed you in a previous video that, or in this video, I don't know which video it will end up, but I have the suspension parts from Phase 2 Motor Trend and the Megan Racing ones. I have the coils and I have the brakes, and with the brakes I also have the master cylinder changed to 1/16 of an inch instead of the 1-inch original bore for the master cylinder, brake cylinder. So the brakes are practically done. And for the rear end, I will take the rear end of the SE300 because it will fit the Supra chassis, which is nice. There are other ways to build the car. I know someone I've been talking to is going to change the steering column, I think it's called, to a Granas Racing. So it's going to be using Granas Racing steering column. And I think brakes is changing or something like that. Some other people are swapping in they are saying they are swapping in the Lexus 2JC, but it's probably the same engine that came with the car, the 2JC from the Toyota, but they are indistinguishable. So you can use the 2JC, which is already in the car, and then kraftöverföring means the drivetrain, so you have to change the drive. That's a drivetrain, right? And the transmission. So a lot of people are doing the BMW DCT or 8 HP gearboxes now, and then also changing the brakes. So that's how we would do it in Sweden. Okay, so it's me again from the future here. So it's actually the 16th now of November, and I just had a call with these guys, sfro.com, and this is the other organization that can help you with the registration of the vehicle. And I just want to clarify something. So I went through the last part of the video. I said that there are 2 things you need to change. That's incorrect. You actually need to change 3 things. with the vehicle. So, since I will be doing the bakvagn and the hjulupphängning, which is rear end, the rear end of the vehicle and the suspension and brakes, that's actually 3 parts, even though it says rear end and suspension like it's one part. That's 2 parts, and the brake is the 3rd part. So first part rear end, second part suspension, 3rd part brakes. So that's 3 points that will classify the car as ombyggt fordon, so changed vehicle. All right, exciting times. It's time to pick up the MaxxECU from the office, from the post office. So let's go. Let's go! Woo! And I bought some sausages because we're gonna eat some sausage tonight. It's a big box, actually. I didn't think it would be this big. So, all right, let's do a unboxing of the MaxxECU Race Standard. This is not the premium one because I don't want the lambda sensor. I don't need it because I already have one. So let's see. I'm gonna open it with my kitchen knife. It will do. Oh. It's quite heavy. Okay. Let's turn it around. So we have some stickers. We have a quick start guide. Like this. Yep. Then we have the kopplingsschema, the connecting schematics. I don't know what it's called in English. Looks like this. Holy shit, there's a lot of wires. My god. Here's the connector to the MaxxECU. Yeah. And all the cables. They are labeled, it looks like. Lambda, ignition, what else? Sensor supply, injector, what's this? GP out, I have no clue what GP out is. Coolant sensor, trigger, blah blah blah, injector, supply, something. What is this? 12 volt ECU. I mean, it's a lot of cables, holy fucking shit. This looks like a data cable to connect to the ECU, I think. This is the vacuum hose to read the pressure maybe? I don't know. Yeah. These are the fittings for the pressure. Antenna. And the MaxxECU. Nice finish. Some kind of aluminium. MaxxECU race. Yeah. That's the cable for plugging into the computer. And guess it's this, the antenna, and this would be to read the boost, I think. And then connector and connector. I don't know what this is. Because I only have one cable here, which seems to fit here. I have no clue what this is. Yes, we're gonna find out. And also, thank you to EM Racing for sending me this one. Where he's the distributor of MaxxECU. So I went with him because he offers free support for MaxxECU, which is nice. And Dual MTV, shout out to Dual MTV, because they recommend him as a reseller and a tuner, so maybe he will tune my car later on. We will see. Kontaktdom 2. So maybe the second input on the MaxxECU is for, it says here, Kontaktdom 2, which is like, yeah, the second contact connector. And it's this side. So this side is for the number 1, this is for number 2, and number 2 seems to be NOx sensors, extra outputs, e-gas, what else? Flex sensor, EGTs. I will not be running EGTs, I think. Then we have e-gas pedal. So I don't think I will be needing the connector 2. Maybe for NOx sensors. I don't know. NOx sensors? Maybe. And I'm guessing that's the other harness that you can buy. Okay, it all makes sense now. And then the MaxxECU seems to be supporting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or 7. 8 extra sensors. So like fuel pump, it says here, cooling fan, RPM, pack RPM, and it's 8 injectors, up to 8 injectors, 8 ignition coils, throttle sensor, airtime, coolant sensor, blah 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 blah, VBO, what is that? VBO, bredbands lambda, okay, so it's lambda sensor, vevaxelgivare, the trigger for the crank sensor, and the cam sensors, ground to the block. Maybe it's pretty straightforward. Sensor ground must never be connected to chassis ground. Okay, so they can't be on the same ground. Okay. Well, shit. I have a lot to do. And also, yeah, I said I was renovating our house. This is what's happening in here. Building bookshelves. Yes, we have wallpaper in the roof. So that's the same color. Building a wall here for my TV, and yeah. So it's a bit chaotic. So I can't start my car build until this is finished, because this will never get finished otherwise. So yeah, very nice. Okay, another unboxing. The best part about buying car parts for a project like this is that it's like Christmas once a week, because I have car parts coming in basically once per week, so yeah, it's a lot of fun. So let's open this one, and this is from BGP Race. So thank you Peter and Peter from BGP Race for the assistance. So right here I have Bosch, what is it called? Bosch injectors, 630cc. That's the almost like the limit I can run to make the car legal, of course. Then I have some injector connectors, and then I have let me just show you. Okay, nice. So these are the flow matched injectors. Looks good to me. O-ring lubricant. Interesting. Some chips. The connectors. I hope these are the correct ones. It should be. And I also bought a connector pressing kit. So it looks like this. How does this work? I have no clue. Okay. Then I have some, I think you put these in the teeth, and these are removal tools or for pinning out the connectors. Yeah. Okay. So it's the 25th of November, which means Black Friday deals. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna buy an oil cooler, because I don't have one. Or the Supra does have one OEM, but since I will be running a sandwich plate for my oil filter, which can read the pressure and the temperature, I figured I can just mount an oil cooler and remove the OEM one. I hope. Maybe I'm wasting money here, not having to do this, but yeah, I think it's. I want to try it, so let's do it. And Speeding has Black Friday. They have cheap oil coolers. I think more sites have oil coolers, but I'm gonna go with Speeding. I like them. They also have 30% on AN adapters. So I think I'm just gonna buy a couple of them. Not sure which ones I need, but yeah, I might as well grab some. And the size I will be using is AN10, because the thermostat sandwich plate that I bought is AN10 size. So let's do this. Let's go here, search for oljekylare. Yes. Now the question is which one to get. So I did some research. I checked some videos and things. And I think the most common one to buy is 19 rows 330 millimeters. So it's either this one or this one. 9 rows, or this one, but that's huge. That's too much, I think. 13 rows, 16 rows. Set rub. That's a bit more expensive. So this is the adapter I've bought. I think it's this one, which has 2 NPT for temperature and pressure, and then the threads to the block. And I'm actually thinking about buying a oil thermostat as well, which opens when the oil is too hot. Okay, I like how the bigger one is less expensive. 330, 934, 225, 994. Okay. What else? That's only the difference in size and weight. So I'm just gonna go and grab a measuring tool, and I'm just gonna check how much 330 millimeters is. Okay, so let's add this one to the cart. Adapters, yes, I need that. N10, N10 full flow, N10 banjo fitting. Yeah, that might be good with banjo fittings. 450 for 2. Let's do that. And then what else do I need? Only do they have some kind of kit I can look at? So what they have here, AN. Okay, what's this? AN10 slug. Actually, let me check what I bought, because I have bought some kind of AN10. Okay, so I did find my order, which I did in April, so it's a long time ago. And I did buy AN8 PTFE, and that's most likely for the fuel, so I don't have any AN10 for the oil, so I need to buy AN10 for the oil things. Okay, so here it is. AN10 nylon slang. We have the... Okay, so how do I do this? It's 27 crowns for what? 1 meter? Or how does this work? So how much do I need? I have no clue. 1 meter, is that enough? Should be. Let's buy 2 meters. Put in the basket. 1,798. Nice. And I do have a budget of like 6,000 something, so we can go ham here. What else do we need? This is like Christmas. It's actually pretty close to Christmas, so let me do some research and I will update you on what I will be buying more. So actually, I need to have oil to the turbo and water cooling. And I have no clue what connectors is used for that one. So I need to look that up. So it says here on EMS shop and also on Google, it includes 6 AN adapters, 6 AN water fittings and 2 plugs. So what did I get that included with my turbo? I'm actually not sure. I might have to go to the garage and check it out. Let's do that. Okay, so here we are in the garage. Supra standing here in the cold weather. It's inside, but still pretty cold in here. So let's see here on the turbo. So this is the housing. Let's see what I have. I have some things here and don't know what that is. Clamps. Something else. Alright. So here is the turbo then. So let's see. That's 2 plugs. Okay. Let me just move this. Okay. Then we have something here. And then we have something else here. And then we have something else here. And I have no clue what is what. This looks like water, maybe? How do I know this? You know what? I'm gonna ask Chat GPT. Please help me. So this is the turbo connectors then, as I showed in the video. This would be AN6, I believe. This would be for the oil. And this would be for the oil return, I think. Let's see what he wrote. I asked a friend here. The small one is for oil in. This one is for oil out. And the two between each other is water. So this one. Okay. So what type of connector is this? I have no fucking clue. So I need this flange. I saw that somewhere. Where did I see that? Not here. Turbo. Yeah, it's one of these. Return flange. Returfläns. Returfläns. Borg Warner. Okay. Oh, I need to know the distance between these two. Shit. Oh, fuck. I need to go measure. Fucking hell. So I actually went to the Supercore page of the G30 and they actually list here associated products, which is very nice. So I do need actually an Mac valve for controlling the boost. So I do need this. Yoink. Okay. And then I do need here oil 38 AN10. Yes, and the gasket, yeah, why not? So the water I also need AN6, 90 degrees. Let's buy 2 of those. Let's do 1 black. And then my money is almost running out. So where does this return to? Where do I connect the return to? Like where does it go? AN6. Shit, I'm using AN6, AN8, AN10. Oh, this is a mess. I need to wait on this, so I put this on my wish list. Okay. So right now I have 27 products Woo! So I'm trying to think here what I need more. So I done a really bad sketch here. Oh, so I can think. So this is the engine. Engine, good. Here is the oil filter with the sandwich plate. We have AN10, AN10, in and out. So here's the hose. On the hose, I need a connector, which is this one, AN10. It will then look like this. This part will connect to the AN10 plug on the sandwich adapter, which I already have bought. Let me double check that. So here it says I bought the sandwich adapter AN10, and then I bought some AN10 to 1.5 14 BSP. I don't know what that is, but it looks pretty good. So it's this one. So I'm assuming one of these go into the sandwich adapter and the other one, yeah, this connector would be connected to. Okay, so that's good. So we have this done. Here I did the banjo fittings AN10. Let me just check here. Banjo fittings AN10 banjo fittings, and how does banjo bolt? What? AN10 banjo including banjo bolt. Banjo AN10. What did I buy? I have no clue. What's included? This one? 450 crowns. For what? Banjo bolt? Okay, so it's probably one of these and then a bolt going through that one. Okay, but it has AN10. So I have two more connectors, which are the red one. Let's say it's the red one. These will connect directly to the fittings on the oil cooler. So that's good. So I think this whole assembly is done. So connector, connector, hose, hose, connector, connector. Do I have a oil pressure sensor? Yes, I think I bought that. No, I didn't. Did I? Let me check. So we're back here again. So I did buy one oil pressure slash fuel pressure. So that's for the fuel pressure. So I don't have oil pressure and I don't have oil temperature. So I need that. So let's take this one. I need another one of these. Boom. Oil pressure 1.8 NPT. Yes, that will fit my sandwich plate. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, okay, okay. So let's buy one of these. And then I need pressure and temperature. Wait, measures both pressure and temperature. This is not NPT. Temp pressure. Bosch. Where is the MPT ones? I probably need water temperature as well. M14 1.5, M12 1.5. So water. It says oil also, but it's not the correct fitting for the sandwich. M12 1.5, M12 1.5, so that we can put somewhere on the water. But where's the NPT? Where is the NPT temperatur? Temperatur av vattenolja är något. Here we have it. Okay. water temp slash oil 1/8 MPT. Yes, that will fit my sandwich plate. Blah blah blah. MTU for MaxxECU. Perfect. Yoink. Okay, 4,700. I still have like 2,000 left. So let's check this one. Shit, it's a lot of things. Yes. 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 Still need the connectors here, but I can probably do them myself. Yes. 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 1/8 MPT. 1/8 MPT. Good. Good. Good stuff. So the total is actually 6,200 and I have 6,600, so I have 400 crowns left, which means I can put this in the bag. Stålomspunnen. I don't want steel, that looks trash. AN6 slang. PTFE. I want this one. It looks better. Yes. Come to me. So how much do I need? It's per meter. So 2 meters maybe? 1 meter. Yeah, is 2 meters enough? Where does it return to? Where do I plug in the return line? I don't know. 2 meters should be enough, both connector and the return, right? Yeah, 2 meters. Okay, that's it. Now I'm done. Okay guys, check this out. So I'm picking up my oil cooler and things, and it's 1640 and it's so fucking dark outside. I hate this shit. Okay, so first off we have the package from Speeding, and I thought I might as well buy this when it's Black Friday. So it's the VAG coils, so the coils for the ignition system. Here, this Bosch, look like this. Let me show you closer. So these are the coils. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 pins, and these are really popular to be running on the, I mean, almost every JDM car here in Sweden or in the Nordics. Many people run the VAG coils. That's the part number if anyone wants them. And also I got the connectors. So let me just take one out. Look like this. Let's see if I can open this one and not drop everything. So it comes with pins, rubber seal, I guess, and the connector. Yeah, and I have some painting on my hand because I just painted the inside of the house. So yeah. Nice. Let's take away this one, and I bought some tape to drag around the cables to make it more pretty. And I forgot this AN fitting. So this is a, I will insert in the video, but I think it's a M12 by 1.5, I think, or 1.25. That's to supply the turbo with oil, so it's directly from the block to AN to then turbo. So that's nice. We have this big package on everything I bought. So I'll just go through this quite quickly. So AN10 fitting, black. Some washers. I think these are the pressure sensors. So oil and fuel, another oil and fuel, I think, and then we have temperature, water and fuel, temperature, water and fuel. Okay, so 2 temperature, 1 pressure. I already have one other pressure sensor, so I have both for oil temperature, water temperature, and now I have oil pressure as well. These are the AM things you put on the device to screw the AM fittings a bit better. Mac valve, some fittings for the valve. Yeah, it says boost pressure here, and some other fittings, the connectors and things. AM10 fittings, these are red ones instead, because I had a thought that the hot, where the hot pressure is gonna be red, so I can see that. I think it's not necessary, but might as well try. And we have, it says turbo here, so these are AM fittings for the turbo. Somehow. That's the flange for the turbo, gasket. AM6 for the to supply the oil to the turbo, I think it is. And then AM10, that's for the oil cooler. So I'm still waiting on the oil cooler. It was supposed to be in this package, but it was back ordered, so now I'm just waiting for that one. And then I believe I have like 90% of every part I need to be able to change the Supra from this big outdated twin turbo to this nice single turbo Garrett G30 660. So that's going to be nice. Ooh. Alright, so it's time to do some actual wrenching, and I've actually cheated a bit. I started already because I want to finish one side and then I can show the other side, in a faster way. So I've been struggling with this, show you, this control arm for like 2 days, and I only just noticed that I'm fucking retarded. So what I've done is that let me just flip the camera. So what I did, I took this pulley and I put it, let's see here, put it around like this. So as you can see, I put it like this, and then I put this one on here, so it pushed here inwards while I try to pull this one outwards. And yeah, as you can expect, nothing happened. So yeah, I told you that I'm a very massive rookie at this. So I was actually asking ChatGPT on, am I using this tool correctly? Because when I looked at it, I was like, this is pushing here and this is pushing out. That can't make any sense. So I asked ChatGPT, and it's like, yeah, you're doing it wrong. So yeah, fuck me, right? And also I have this tool, this. No, I tried everything. But what actually helped me was I bought something. And I bought 2 things actually. So I have this heater, I'm not gonna lie, this saved my life. So I just burned the shit out of this one. And then I just took a hammer, and unfortunately, let me see, this is actually still hot, and it was like 30 minutes ago I did this, so unfortunately you can see I took a hammer and just started punching here, and it eventually popped out, but as you can see, I think I fucked up the threads. So this control arm, I think, will not be usable. Maybe if you can maybe cut away a piece here, and you can still put on the nut, or if you can like take some tool and do new inserts here. So lesson learned. Pro tip: if you're gonna remove this one, a lot of heat. Take not a bolt. Take the nut. Take the nut. Put it back on here. So just loosen this. Loosen the nut. Put it back on, and then start hammering on the nut instead of this one. So yeah. And also, I can do a sneak peek. So that's the lower control arm. It's not bolted to the coil yet, but I got it here. And actually a pro tip here is that you put it in from the upside, as you can see here, and then drag it down. That's easier. And here you have to finagle it in. It's not that hard actually. And just bolt it here, bolt it there, and then that's done. So I will show you next on the other side. Right, so actually it's almost like a month later now, and that's because a couple of reasons. So first of all, I got sick. For like a month I had a nasty cold, so yeah, I didn't feel like wrenching on the car. And also it was Christmas and it's New Year's Eve, and another couple of things. I will insert a few things here. And then also I can show you outside. Let me just open my garage here. Yeah, we got a bit of snow, as you can see. So this means that I've kind of forgot how I did remove the control arm, but I guess I will try and show it right now. And if you're also wondering what's the clicking sound in the background, it's my diesel heater. So let's go. All right, so we are here on the right hand side of the car, the rear. And the first thing you need to do to remove the control arm, the rear lower control arm, I'll try to show you here. As you see, the arm is right here. This is the coil. So you need to remove the coil first. So this is a 19mm, and there's also a nut here on the other side, 19mm. So just get an impact here. Take a wrench here and just remove it. So let's do that. And remember to always use ear protection. So let's go here. Loose, yes. the breaker bar. And the wrench. And I need to push it, which way? That's the wrong way. Right. Okay, there we go. All right, let's swap back. There's the nut. That's the washer nut. And then you need to just get something and hammer out. Like that. Is it still threaded, maybe? Yes. No. There we go. So that's out. Nice. Okay, so now that the bolt is out for the coil, you can just push it aside later. So that's good. Now we need to remove the let's see here if I can show you this one. The end link, I think it's called. It goes here, as you can see here, my finger. Let me just show from the other side. Can you see here? Yeah, this one. So there's a nut here, or you remove it from the bottom. Yeah, this one. So that's I think it's a 17. No, that's way too big. Actually, it's might be the 14. Yeah, it's a 14. So get the 14 on the impact and remove it. Okay, so we need to remove these bolts. There's one behind here, and there's one, yeah, on the other side, right here. And I believe it's also 19. Let me just check that. Yeah, it's 19. So that's good. So let's take an impact and a socket on the other side, right here. No, actually, right. Where is it? There. Yeah. 19 there, 19 on the other side, and let's loosen it. So now I'm basically pulling this one down and this one towards myself. So let's see here. Yeah, much easier. Yeah, so that's good. This one is loose. And there's a washer here as well. Then we need to smack it out. Let's see if I can use the ratchet to do that. Yep. Right. So on this side, you can see I got the
I think it's an adjustment washer, as you can see here. And I probably should have marked where it was, but I think you can see. Actually, let me just. Is the bolt? Yeah, it's spinning. Okay, yeah. I guess we have to adjust that later on. So let me just pull this one out. Come on. Yeah, there we go. So here's the bolt. You can see it has it's a groove here, so it only fits like one way, and then you can adjust it, I think. So let's put this thing back like that, and the washer and the nut. And now this one can be loosened. You can just take a hammer and just hit it down. But now for the most annoying part, getting this one this one loose. It's a struggle. Let me show you. So first of all, you need to get a socket here, as you can see. Let me show the other side. Right here. It's kind of hard to see. Yeah, on this side here. So you get a socket there. It's 19 millimeters. So loosen that up just a bit, and I will show you why. So to loosen it, just take the 19, big extension, big ratchet, and I will loosen it a bit so you can see. So it's coming out. So let's do a bit like this. Let's see how far it's gotten. Kind of hard to see here. And also you do want to remove this arm right here, because hey, you need to be able to so right on here, you need to be able to hit the nut here. No, sorry, this one. Let me see if I can get some light. This nut, you need to be able to hit it, so this one is in the way, so I recommend removing this one. And for that, I'm gonna use my induction heater. This one is actually really good, so I'm just gonna heat it up so I can get it with my impact, because I tried with the impact now and it doesn't budge. So let me just heat it up and remove this arm. Oh, it's hot. It's very hot. Ay, 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 ay. There we go. There's the nut. And let's move the bolt. It's very hot. And also this arm is very loose, as you can see. I don't think it should be like that. There we go. So it also is a washer here. Let's take it, still very hot. And then I'm going to put some anti-seize here. You see it's anti-seize already, so yeah, that's good. Now we can smack this one down, and then we can start the big fight. All right, so I'm on the ground right now, and as you can see, this is the bolt that we're gonna hit with the hammer. So what I'm gonna do to get this one loose is I'm gonna use this. I just heat up the knuckle. It's sitting in. So let's see if I can show that. So I'm just gonna heat this one with a lot and just not try to melt the boot here. And then when you heat it up, you're gonna take an extension like this one. Sorry, this one, and you're gonna put it on here, and you're just gonna hammer it, and hopefully it will come loose. So yeah, let's do it. All right, so I've been struggling for like 40 minutes trying to remove this, and well, it's not coming out. You can see. Yeah. And I used a lot of heat, so the boot has split open. It's kind of hard to see, but you see it's dripping grease here. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna take a break because it smells real bad in here because of the burnt rubber. So yeah, I think I'm gonna come back to this one. So what I've been trying to do is heat it up a lot. Then I'm taking my small hammer here, and I've been like, I don't know if you can see, but like smashing it like this. I tried to use the pulley on this side. It's not working. It doesn't fit any good. Yeah, so I guess more heat and more hammering. Maybe a better hammer. Nah, it doesn't really matter, maybe. And I tried to hold this like that, but it's really hard to keep this in place. And I also tried to use the nut, and then I put the socket on the nut like this, extension, and then hammering on the extension, as you can see, but that's not working either. So yeah, I think I'm gonna take a break and yeah, come back. Okay, so I'm back a few hours later, and I was googling on some things to remove the this one on the other side, and a air hammer was one of the things I was looking at buying, because yeah, might need it in the future also. And then I remembered, I think I actually have one I got from a buddy of mine, which gave me this what do you call it, like this cabinet. And in here there was a drawer which included some things. Is this an air hammer? No, it's a drill. Shit. Can I convert it to an air hammer? No, it will only drill. Okay. This is some quality stuff, actually. This one is a cheaper one. Okay, so I'm actually thinking of buying an air hammer. So I will not continue on the control arm today. I think I will do it tomorrow or Tuesday. It's Sunday right now.